there, YouTube. I'd like to apologize for not making that many videos. I'm actually going to be start doing more now, as you'll see. Just been doing a lot of stuff. But anyways, I played this deck in two tournaments. First one got like first place, and second one didn't do as well. Went 2-2. I made some changes which I thought were good. Made an executive decision, which I honestly regret. Definitely be making those changes back. Misplayed a few times, which I'll get to the end of the video. But going into the leader, burst 2 Goku, discard 1 greed from your hand and draw 2. It's really good to get exactly what you need and put things in the graveyard. When this leader awakens, it's a get 2 energy. Then this side, if you attack and you have a Krillin in your discard, draw a card 5k and gains double strike, which is really good. It's very helpful. Technically, don't need the Krillin to draw 1. You'll need the Sparking 5, but it's always good to have the Krillin there anyways. So a buddy of mine was making a Raditz deck a bit ago. He didn't like it at all. Apparently he doesn't even want to play Raditz, so I kind of built this because I thought he wanted it, but anyways, the deck is really solid. It runs 4 of these Vegetas, since Raditz is such a bad leader, but you still want to run some of the Raditz cards. Here's a main con, very powerful. It's a counterplay card that allows you to remove something from your opponent's field and also get 2 warp cards from their hand, which is very nice. Next, we play as 2 Powerballs. It used to be 3. It's one of the things that dropped down to 2. Didn't really need the card at 3. I end up adding a Champa in. You can easily get rid of that Champa if you want to for a third one of these. If you really feel like you need to draw it, I would test it at 2. If you see you need it, end up dropping the Champa. You'll see later in the video. But this card's really good. It's not as amazing because the Vegeta is a 10,000. You go off that. But this card's still really good because turn 2 you Vegeta the Cruel, turn 3 you play this, get the 8 and swing with the 35 to your opponent, which is really nice. I would honestly wait a turn if your opponent's very aggressive or their key turns are between 2 to 4. It's not a big deal to wait because you run a lot of counter plays, but if you notice they don't really go off on those turns, I would definitely play Powerball ASAP. Next we play 3 of these apes. If you want to switch the ratios of these around from 3 Powerballs to 3 Powerballs and 2 apes, you can do that. I get this way, very good. This card's pretty solid. If you have a Vegeta 3-drop, which we have, place on top of it, and if you also have Powerball on the board, and the Powerball, you lose Powerball, but it's not a big deal, then you can blow, then he basically has pseudo-indestructible until your opponent's, end of your opponent's next turn, and then we run the Yajirobe's to get rid of them. This card's really solid. There's a really cool loop you can do if he's already on the board, if you already have the boss monster on the board, because you play him for free if you have green Vegeta. So you can blow up your Vegeta, then you draw a card and summon one. Well, what's really cool is that you can get this guy out. So in one turn I actually did 2 burn damage when my opponent had a bunch of blockers on the board. This Vegeta is really good because he can neg 2 cards from your opponent's hand. The downside about it, it's only 20,000, so it's kind of weak and susceptible to a lot of removal spells, the counterplay card, which does kind of suck, because it feels like they made this whole package kind of annoying. Even if you do run in the Raditz, it's not really worth it. Maybe slightly more consistent, but Raditz is such a bad leader and you're not getting any pluses, you're getting nothing but negs. So this is definitely the best deck, or one of the best decks to be running this combo in. So here's our Krillin lineup. We run 3 Krillin calling for help, that way we can play him pre-awaken. And then we also have the other one against the Shenron Gogeta matchup. It's a really powerful Krillin because they have to attack it, and if they happen to die, you get to kill one of their dudes because you get summon the Goku. I actually do like Krillin calling for help a lot because I've played 2 before, and then awoken, and bam, he's a blocker. Yeah, he's easy to get rid of with negs, but realistically, I think it's solid as long as you just wait to attack, or you just have so many on the board where your opponent can't just keep negging it down, which is nice. Next is we have 3 of these. In round 2, when I played against the Janemba, the Tricolor Janemba, Paul was playing it, and the first, I didn't use my burst effect at all. I was like, it's not worth it. The first mill he did was 2 of these Gokus, and then a couple turns later he got my 3rd Goku. So it basically made my Gokus kind of useless, which doesn't super matter because it doesn't play many creatures anyways. It was just kind of sad to see my Gokus die the way they are. This card's really good because if your Krillin dies, because you are using it as a defensive mechanism, you get to play one of these once per turn, and you can kill one of your opponent's creatures without barrier. So this is really good against anything without indestructible, but it's still very powerful running at 3. That way we can draw it when we need to, in case you need to charge it, whatever you can. So the next package we're running is the Special Beam Cannon Piccolos. It's really good because you can easily get your Goku into play, and because he counts as green, you can Goku 20k, you can summon the Piccolo in. Once again, I gotta thank Gabriel for showing me this combo. I was very iffy about this Kaioken Goku, but I'm definitely a huge fan of it. He's really powerful because he can help you self-awaken, get you to 3 life, and just do so much damage. With the Power Ball on the board, he becomes a 25k after you summon the Piccolo. And what's really cool about Piccolo is that it says 20 power or more in your battle area, which is really nice because you play the Goku, summon Piccolo, Power Ball him, you can get off both of your attacks off, doing massive amounts of damage, and still blow him up to get the Piccolo kill effect, possibly discard 2, which is really nice. The Piccolo's really nice because it's a 20k striker, means your opponent's making a lot of cards for a lot of value. Plus he's green, so it really helps out with the rival combos. So getting into the major changes that I made, which I did not like at all. Originally I was running the 7-drop Kaioken Goku. If you're not familiar with him, if you have 20 or more red-green cards in your discard, he comes out for 2 less. You can keep taking life for your opponent's hand, blow something up. He gains 25k, and if you happen to be at 1 life when you use the effect, he gains triple strike and dual attack. Well, I didn't think I entirely needed those. I was like, okay, there's enough kill things in this deck, I'll be good to go. So I removed 3 of them for the SCR and the Foreseeing Hit. The reason why the SCR was in there originally was because I didn't super think I needed him. I kind of just built the deck and then went to go to a tournament. I'm definitely going to be dropping the Foreseeing Hits for those Kaioken Gokus. The hits are nice, don't get me wrong. They're very effective, but I don't feel like the deck really needs it. It is a double striker, and sometimes you are a bit low life, but against more control matchups, I feel like the hit isn't as effective as I thought it was going to be. In some matchups it is, maybe it's, but I really wish today I would have had the Kaioken Gokus. Because I was against a Shenron Mill deck, which props to him, he did win, he got first place. But as a deck didn't go off until like turn 9, which I guess he drew bad, which it's understandable, people draw bad all the time. Even so, even if he would have gone off turn 5 like he planned to, I had counterplays to really stop it, because he played the SCR Boo. And I made a vital mistake. I didn't realize Android 13 had the ability more than once per turn. I would just preemptive strike it, woken on my turn and swung in. That was a huge mistake on my end. I'm not trying to take away his win at all. I just really regret taking certain cards out of the deck, and I went 2-2. I also forgot round 3 that the Kaioken Goku had Deflect, so I set up for a perfect opportunity to get rid of it with Unexpected Turn. Sadly, I realized after I had 1 energy left, I was like, crap. He has Deflect, so I'm an idiot. And my opponent was about to pass, my buddy Robert, but I was like, it's game, right? So I feel like he was going to pass, whatever he said he was going to pass. Anyways, he was going to pass. I let him know he could just win. And he was like, thanks. Which he got 2nd place, so proud to him. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be dropping the hits for 2 Kaioken Gokus. And then the Champa, I'm probably going to end up dropping that for another Kaioken Goku running 3. That way I keep my red-green ratios up. And also, I can discard more cards for my leader effect, more self-awakening. I just feel like I should have those in, and I definitely would have done a lot better. This card's really good. I do love the SCR in. I threw that guy in. I thought I had a game against a Jimbo player, but he poisoned it, which is kind of funny. Ultimately, I still ended up winning anyway because my board was just too big for him to deal with, and I get to get preemptive striking all of his counterplays. So it's very helpful. So he couldn't remove my stuff. Anyways, we'll get into the rest of the deck. My next set of rivals are these Gochetas. Very strong cards, really powerful removal. You know why you run them. This is why they're here. You got them, boys. So when I built the deck, I actually didn't realize that I only had 3 Shocking Death Balls until just now. I do like the card. I'm probably make a 4th one in, make some changes. I'm actually going to do a part at the end of this video. I'm going to show you all the changes that I would make if you don't want to run the Vegeta burn package, because my friend was interested in a deck like this, but I want to show him what you would run differently if you weren't running that package, and I would definitely bump this up to a 4th one. So getting into my other counterplays of the deck, we play 2 Preemptive Strikes because it's very strong. It's kind of like a Denial of Hope for green. It's very good. We don't play the other one because your opponent just dropping 2 cards doesn't really seem worth it, because you want to stop the threat, not really neg your opponent's hand down. Though if you have room, you can always run both if you want to. I also really love Unexpected Turn. It's really good against aggro type decks that like to fill the boards up with a bunch of small stuff, or against opponents who are trying to play something like Zamasu, where they need a couple dudes on board and then it goes to a big monster, because this will get rid of their big monster and all of their small stuff, which is really nice and very effective. I love both of these cards. More of my decks are going to be seeing Unexpected Turn if I can fit it in, because it's beautiful. To finish off the deck, we play 4 Defending Father Paraguses. Very powerful card. It does draw a lot. If you are going against a lot of mill type decks, I would recommend taking him out. Possibly, it's up to you. Since we do burst a lot and you draw a lot, this card is really nice though because it allows you to really filter through your deck. Definitely taking out the Champa, as I said before, because we want those Kaioken Gokus in. And then that's really all it is, boys and girls. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the bananas that you love so much. So here, these are the changes I would make. Swap out these cards for these cards if you don't want to play this Vegeta package. I have the Trunks and the Gohan here. If you're not really sure you want to play, I would recommend the Trunks one just so you can go into the chain attack. They're both very good and both very effective. It really helps you out do what you need to do. The ratios of these is up to you, realistically. If you don't think you need another negate, you can swap it out for 2 burst attack Gohans if you really want to. Because if you notice, the ratios of the Trunks and Gohan are up to you. I like to run burst attack in my builds if you require it. Plus, burst also allows you chain attack to be more effective if you need it to be. But it's really all up to you. And then this right here is obviously the swap out you would do these 3 for these 3. Anyways, have a good one.